Hi everyone, this is Sadie, and I am showing this other journal I found when I was cleaning out. It's one of the first ones I made, and I had just put it aside and never listed in the Etsy shop or anything like that. So I thought, well, I think I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to do a flip through it, and I have not seen inside this book for about 2 years, so everything will be new to me. I do know that this is an altered book. It's one that, no, that's not true. I thought it was, but it's not. I just didn't add an extra spine. I used the original spine of the book, and just whenever I did the signatures through, I covered it with this old braid, and it's got beads and things on it. So anyway, I thought it was an altered book this whole time, but it's not. It's got one signature though. On the front, I have a collage of just a green napkin, a map, punch out of the United States, some rub-ons, these wooden pieces, there's some lace, there's a compass that's working because it's pointing to the north right now. That's a piece of washi tape, a sticker, and a thing that says my journal. And on the back, I have another collage. It's more of a, this is more the teals and pinks, and this is more like a different shade of blue, the more royal blue maybe. Just different cutouts from different places, and chipboard and tickets and a stamped quote, or not quote, but same, and some washi tape and just different things. So the front and back are collaged. It's got a hair tie and post closure. I have no idea how many pages are in it. That many. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm not sure. So let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay. I covered the inside of the book with this atlas page, and that is a punch I have of a bird, and a book page pocket that's got butterflies stamped out of it, and there's I have a punch of a United States, and that's what that is. The journaling tags are made out of, this one's book page, and this has got a map glued onto it, and then they all have, you know, paper so you can write on the back. First signature, scrapbook paper that's got washi tape on it, some stitching, some punches, some buttons. Here is a tuck made out of, let's see, does this come out? No, that's part of it. It's a tuck, probably made out of some packaging or something, and make sure, so, yeah. I stapled it and just got a punch with a button, and just some packaging that were covered with maps, and it's got a little bit of rickrack on that. And it's got a pocket inside and behind. So that's scrapbook paper that's been folded up to make pockets, and you'll see that a lot in here. These are cut from scrapbook paper and some just craft paper and just decorated. That one just cut straight from the scrapbook paper. This one's got a scallop edge and the butterfly. Oh, I'm losing my voice here. This is a little bitty envelope that opens up, and it's got a little bitty journaling card in there. So, don't know. That was something I made or cut it from a kit. Don't know. Coffee dye paper with stamping on it, and I wove some book page together and made a belly band. I kind of remember doing that. I braided it, is what I did. So it's kind of delicate, so you have to be a little careful with it. Scrapbook paper, and this is a stamp quote I have, and I just backed it on some more scrapbook paper. Let's see, this is just glued on there and some washi tape. So put this back here. How'd it go? It's gonna go on the right side. Okay. On this side, we have like a waterfall. I forgot about these. Looks like we can use a little bit more glue here. Just put together with washi tape, so I'm just going to put a little bit more glue right there, so you can write on the backs. Neat. And I have a sack here. I'll put the lid on this. Okay. This is, I think I made this sack. You can see where I glued it. Made it out of like parchment paper. Cut from some scrapbook paper. Oh, I think I had a tablet, not a tablet, yeah, tablet, where you ripped them out at the top, yeah, of these different journaling cards, and a tag I made from chipboard paper to write on the back, and a Irish blessing stamped on there, and some ribbon. This is graph paper Still making sure because I'm afraid I'm slipping and sliding, but I think we're fine. As long as I stay on the white, we're good. Okay, craft paper. So it's got a burlap pocket with some images collaged on there. I stitched this image on here. This is a banner bookmark, paper clip. It's got fun stuff there. Butterfly, cut from scrapbook paper, cut from scrapbook paper. On this side, I have a pocket made out of book page, and it feels like it has been put Mod Podge on. And these are just different things from scrapbook kits. And that's, you've got lines on it where you can write. That's just glued on there. These are paper buttons and a punch. And just scrapbook paper decorating it. And this, I think, was a piece of packaging. I added a fabric tab to it. I remember during these days I had a lot of scrapbook supplies left over, so that's where some of that stuff came from. Copy dyed paper with a stamped image on it. There it is again. Book page pocket with punches and a button, and that is cut from something. It's just scrapbook paper, I guess. A tag made out of packaging and paper on the back and a map glued on with lace. This is a kind of like reminds me of Frank paper, so I didn't stitch around all the stuff. It's just collaged and just a gigantic tag or journaling card. This is map page, and on this side another book page made out of a pocket made out of book page with two things cut from scrapbook paper. It says destination and time and date. Got some ribbon there. Copy dyed paper. No, yeah. This is an old. It's in 1790 census. It's not from 1790. It's just an old paper that was in my genealogy stash, and if you were looking up the 1790 census on your person, then you can use this form to write it out. These are cut from an actual file folder and just cut smaller, so you can write inside here. And inside this bag is another one, same difference. Oh, inside of it we have one of those little booklets. Nope, it's okay. What is this? Oh, is that all one piece? I guess it's something I thought is the different maps and things. Oh, it's to the Louvre. The Louvre? Yes, it is, because they talk about the pyramid, under the pyramid. Yeah, it was a map I had in my stash, so I copied it onto we got the cardstock and folded it into a little booklet and put it in this folder in this sack. And that's it in there. And then here, where the flap of the sack is, then I put one of these. I can tell this is a sack from Sonic, from the skates on it. This is one of those things I showed in one of my, when I was doing videos way long time ago on how to make different tags. And this is just one where it's got like half circles, and they have a slit in them, and you open them like that, get right inside, and then you can just maneuver it so the slits overlap, and it makes the circle again. Press it all down, and you're good to go. This is just a tuck on this scrapbook paper, and I have this image I probably cut from a magazine and made a little tuck out of it. It's got a little postcard cut from scrapbook paper, some trim there, and this is a journaling card made out of book page, white on the back, and a stamped image there. It's in that side tuck. And let's see, this is scrapbook paper that I folded up, made a pocket, put stickers on it. And this is the piece of scrapbook paper. I just covered the white on the back side of the scrapbook paper. It was like single-sided, so I just covered it with some more scrapbook paper. Inside of it is a book page that was pretty much blank, so you can write on it, and a map that's been on something, probably cut it out of scrapbook paper. Okay, on this side I have a wooden piece I glued on there, and a pocket made out of book page or something, and it's been Mod Podged, and a journaling card with a map on it. It's made out of packaging. That is, oh yeah, it's a stenciled image on a piece of scrapbook paper that just folds up. This is scrapbook paper. A map page with a top tuck that folds down. You can write on it, and some things cut from scrapbook paper. And this is an origami fold. Probably one of those corner bookmarks. I used to make these a lot for the kids at school, and I'm gonna have to dig out my instructions. I'd forgotten about them, but it makes a cool little pocket. And that is origami paper. And this is a bag I probably made out of some parchment paper, and it's got paint on it, and 2 tags just decorated with bits and pieces from scrapbooking kits. 2 envelopes made with my envelope punch board, which I used to like and now I don't like. That was a video back. I didn't like it. Everything I don't know, it was just making everything squares or something. I didn't like it. So anyway, I guess I need to revisit the instructions on it because I was forgetting something. Just tags made out of packaging with maps glued on the front. And this is scrapbook paper folded up, and this time instead of having the white here, I had the white on the pockets, and see the white here on the back. So I just decorated with some punch and a button, and this is washi tape, the tickets. This I printed on that parchment paper, I guess. A map. Got that from, I think it was from, yeah, Ponca City, so that is from an Oklahoma map of some sort. Probably one of those Oklahoma travel guides, has little maps in it. I probably copied it from there. I made a folder out of probably original folder, yep, because there's the stuff. Glued atlas on it and made my own little miniature file folder. Here's a heart, origami heart, which I think was probably a corner bookmark because it probably has, yeah, the other side is glued down. So like where this would slip over the corner of the page, I think. It's been a long time since I've done that. This is another one of those things that's got the circles that are slit. I won't go through all the trouble of taking it apart again, but you saw it just a while ago. Get in there. And then this is from, if it's not from one of my digital kits, I have a digital kit on old magazine art ads, not magazine, newspaper ads. And if this isn't in there, then it's one of the ones I thought about putting in there. And I put lined paper on the back. Okay, a fold out here, and I have nothing in it. Well, that's not true now. Okay, scrapbook paper, 12 by 12, folded in half. You can see the whole thing. And you fold it in half, and then you fold this corner down, that corner down, and you take scallops out, and then you have journaling cards in each one. And I didn't decorate them. That's why I didn't think they were there at first. So, and it's all sewn between. You can see my strings. And here's a journaling card in there, and a journaling card in here, and one in here. So it's pretty cool when you do it with double-sided paper because when it folds down. So that's something from a long time ago too. Okay, book page, all upside down. Before I learned how to fold it right, it's punched to the top and stitched together, and then I glued it onto the Alice page, and just journaling cards made out of scrapbook paper. This is just a little dangly thing. I was playing with something. Things cut from travel magazines. That is a punch I have, and I put map on here. Most of the map things I could read. I mean, I look at it and I say, okay, that is definitely Oklahoma. Is it though? I'll take that back. I'll just, oh, this may be no. Lake Fort Smith. This is probably Arkansas. Mansfield. Yeah, Mansfield right there. Because I think that's, or that's Missouri. I don't know. So forget I said it. Forget I was pretending like I knew where it was from. Those are from scrapbook kits. And just scrapbook paper in a square. Folded into a little corner tuck. And this is just a book page with a map pocket. This got this is like acrylic, it says Inspire on it, and I put it on that ticket. That's cut from scrapbook paper. And this was, I was playing around trying to make my own borrower's cards. And if you watched any of my reading log journal videos, you saw the whole sheet of them. Anyway, so I was filling this out, maps of the world, and made up an author, and then made up a person that was checking it out. So I just wrote that in by hand. So okay, let's see. Book page pocket with scrapbook paper. tags and journaling card, and then here it's folded so that it's got a corner on each book page, corner, pocket, tuck, whatever, and inside of it just scrapbook paper tags. Okay, over here the scrapbook paper is folded up again into a pocket, and then the white is covered with map, and that is the Eiffel Tower and this clock here are from scrapbooking kits. And that's probably, like I said, and with the other video, something my daughter and I did, I think, at a scrapbook convention. Because I think we use those sprays. You put down a stencil or something. I'm not sure. That's just a map scrap. And just a piece of, I guess I was copying children's tablet for some reason. I'm not sure, because it's not the actual tablet. Okay, we have another tuck here. This must have been a big circle, and that's just scrapbook paper that looks like maps. Another pocket made out of origami book page with scrapbook paper in it. Here's, see, right there, Sonic. I knew it was a Sonic cup. I put in here, what do I have in here? I have in here a file folder made out of book page, and it's got writing spaces there, collage work here, and writing spaces on the back. I love these things. Love them, love them. I just like grungy looking things, I've decided recently. Alright, a tag booklet, I believe, yes, made out of scrapbook paper, copy dyed paper so you can write, and some just decorations on the bottom. Just a strip of scrapbook paper, probably. That's pretty cool. I need to remember that one. I have to go back through here before I list these in the Etsy shop and grab all the ideas and make sure I have a sample of them. This is a punch I have. I just made flowers in this colored book pages. I'm sure I colored it with the, gosh, I can't think of Tim Holtz dyes. Tim Holtz. I've done too many of these flip-throughs. That stuff. Distress oxide, yes. So I just colored it and then punched them out and then added some buttons. Okay, another little origami cup made out of some green paper with the same punch and a button on there. This is from a scrapbook kit. Just made that out of scrap papers. I have a corner tuck made out of envelope corner. Put some atlas paper on it and just made it a tuck on the top. Let's see, okay. Book page pocket with a little scrapbook paper on it. It's been stitched around. And this is one of my 100 tag ideas. It's actually a journaling card, but it's just scrapbook paper that's been stamped with that script stamp, and then I cut it with my decal scissors so it would have that zigzaggy edge, and then I just wrapped some what do you call that stuff? Embroidery floss around it. So. Got a stamped image here. We have another tuck here and a piece of scrapbook paper there and some actual stamps. This is a glassine bag that I stamped on, and another one of those. We might have been making these at the house. Just paper, and we sprayed those alcohol inks on. I guess. I'm not sure where I got those. This is a sticker or cut from a magazine, I guess, instead of a sticker. Okay, that's from a scrapbooking kit, and this is a pocket. It's got these 3 different layers, 1, 2, I guess 2 different layers. Just little journaling cards or tags made out of packaging with maps on them, scrapbook paper. That is a fabric tab, a tag. I think I was trying transferring with tape, because that is like the packaging tape. Then you stick it on a book page and rip it off, and it just kind of has half of it on there. And this probably went under this little tuck. I've got some paper ribbon here with some actual ribbon on the top of it, decorating that right, the rest of the page. That page was busy. The other part of that glassine bag I made with some scrapbook paper in it. I just made it out of that parchment paper and glued it, and then cut it edges of it with my decal scissors. Here is a file folder, an actual file folder that I've cut down. That is a piece of scrapbook paper with a stamped image on it and map on this side of it. And let's see, Madison. This is probably Wisconsin this time. Milwaukee. Am I getting close? Am I right this time? Okay, here's a map I made out of an atlas page. And see that? Look, I mean, not a map. envelope I made out of an atlas page. And let's see, am I going to guess what state this is this time? I want to say, it looks like, no, I'm not going to say. There's North Carolina. Anyway, book pages, that's scrapbook paper, or, yeah, cardstock, and that's from a book page. It's just title page, and it's all blank, so you can write on it. Okay, no, not quite that in there. Okay, there we go. All right, back side of the signature, scrapbook paper folded up for a pocket. I made a windmill and put a button on it, and we have a little booklet made out of scrapbook paper and copy dyed paper. Back of an actual postcard that I just printed off, so that's the back of it. This is something cut from scrapbook paper. And on this back of this scrapbook paper, we have another book page pocket. It's been covered in Mod Podge, and that's just a piece of a scrap from a scrapbook kit. It's got a map on it. I have this punched. It was blue from the map, says Atlantic Ocean on it, put a button on it. This is just chipboard or packaging that's been covered in scrapbook paper. And it's got a fabric tab there. Okay, in this belly band, which I made out of parchment paper and different names of places, India, Egypt, Switzerland, Puerto Rico, Norway, just glued on there. This is a deli paper I made into a bag, put a punch out of the United States on there. Inside of it is a journaling card made out of different book page, just glued on there with some ribbon. And that's cut from scrapbook paper. Oh no, it's from that little pad I just tear them out of. I got that at Hobby Lobby a long time ago. Made a journaling card out of book page and some collage work on there. And it's cut from a piece of scrapbook paper, added a little brad and a bread tie tab, which I stapled on there and put that little flower on there. That's in the back here, and this is the back of the book, and it's just got the Alice page again. So anyway, if you're interested in this book, it will be for sale in my Etsy shop. It already is for sale in my Etsy shop. So check out the link below, and I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye.